What's going on, guys? BenjiD here from Get Fixed, and today I'll be teaching you how to take apart the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. The tools needed for this repair is a heat gun of some sort. Your sister's blow dryer will do just fine. A blade, some cards, a prying tool, and a Phillips plus head screwdriver. I'll explain what that's for later. Let's get started. Before you begin, be sure to eject your SIM card tray. First, start by heating up the back panel with the heat gun until it's unbearably too hot to touch. Second, take a blade thin enough and carefully work it into the crevice of the phone where the back glass and frame meets. Make an indentation thick enough to work a portion of the card in. The card will be used to prevent the back glass panel from sticking back to the frame of the S6 Edge Plus every time you move the blade. I use the method of having the two ends of the card sticking out from underneath the panel while I work it through that sticky double-sided adhesive strip. From there, you can do one of two things. You can choose to use your fingertips or a prying tool to remove the back off completely. If you're looking to replace it, the replacement part will be linked in the description below. Under the hood, you'll find 18 screws. Use a Phillips screwdriver to remove them in order to access any internal components. Once the screws are removed, the process of separating the screen assembly and the frame is as easy as eating junk food. Wedge something in between where the frame and screen meets. Work the object around the screen until it is completely off. Now we're talking. Replacing an S6 Edge Plus broken camera lens is quite easy. Simply take your blade and pop out the old broken lens and swap it out with your new one. You can also replace the camera itself by disconnecting the flex cable from the phone's motherboard. The replacement part is linked in the description below. Unclip the speaker, battery, and these little connections. Also disconnect the LCD and digitizer cable in order to remove the motherboard. Now let's discuss replacing the screen. It is nearly impossible to separate the LCD and digitizer. The LCD is a display that lights up. The digitizer is this curved edge glass that sits on top of it. I will pay anyone $1,000 that can teach me how to separate the two because, like I said before, it is nearly impossible. Therefore, you don't want to buy the digitizer alone. Order the whole screen assembly that comes with both the LCD and digitizer. It is pretty expensive, but well worth it if you don't want to buy a new phone and lose your precious apps and important contacts, and all your data. The charging port on the S6 Edge can be replaced, but on the S6 Edge Plus you'll find that there is a cable from it lodged in between the LCD and plastic frame. I'm sure that's possible to replace, but definitely going to be a pain in the ass to do so. Here comes the good part, putting it all back together. Yes! Clip the charging port back into place. I recommend placing the flex cable of the charging port under the motherboard and apply some pressure to the motherboard until you hear it clip. Don't forget to connect this. Make sure these two little terminals are connected properly. Without it, the incomplete circuit will cause your phone to have no signal. Proceed by connecting the LCD and digitizer, battery, proximity sensor, and the ear speaker used during calls. Respectively, place the frame and screen back where they belong. Slap them 18 bad boy wannabe knuckle-headed silver screw juxtaposition to the next back in its place. Now the last step is to place the back glass panel where you found it. If the replacement part did not come with new adhesive strips and you don't want to wait for a new one to arrive, then I recommend placing the back panel back on and heat that up. It is guaranteed to stay. And that should be it. If you want to see more videos of this nature, be sure to go out on that thumbs up button. I don't know, maybe browse through the channel? Questions? Leave it in the comments below. If you would like to stay updated on any future videos to come, do yourself a favor and subscribe. At the end of every video, I do this thing I call roll call, where I shout out my top 5 most recent subscribers. And thanks to one of my subscribers, I came up with an idea. Thank you, Chad. The way I currently do roll call does not allow my current subscribers to get any more shout outs after they subscribe. I'll still be shouting out the top 5 most recent, but I will also give recognition to the top subscriber. This is the person that is already subscribed and they are most active and helpful in the comments below. Roll call. Brought to you by Ken Flag, Gilbrum, Bill Perkins. Bill, you've been a great help. I'm still searching for the root, and I'm sure I'm getting closer. And last but not least, JK's Mobile. So my top subscriber goes to Bill Perkins. Sorry, Chad, you come in second. Anyways, guys, been GD here from Get Fixed, and I'm out. Peace.